What's up, everybody? Welcome back. This is Whiskey Happens. That's Mr. Garrett Johnson.
Hi.
This is Travis Martin. And
we're back.
We're back.
First episode in a long time.
Long time.
I don't know why I say episode. First review in a long time. Truth be told, we fucked up. Recorded a bunch of content with no audio whatsoever. So, Phil, we appreciate the handshake of 3-chord. But unfortunately, unless you just want to see it privately with no audio for whatever reason, it is, we can't redo the video.
It does. It does. But if anyone's interested in the lost content, as we call it, it's lost anyway. We deleted it.
Yeah,
So
deleted it to make
it's
room.
lost.
Yeah, it's gone.
Gone. Okay.
But today, we do have something newer to review or comparison. We're doing a comparison. Comparison. Chattanooga. Wow.
Founders. Yeah.
I was trying to say Chattanooga whiskey.
Whiskey?
Jeez. I keep wanting to say Tennessee. Yeah, I know that's not what I'm trying to say. Oh my God. This is horrible.
Yeah, well, you know, it happens. But this is the Founders Edition, and this is we have the 10, 11, and 12. We're only reviewing the 11 and 12 because they are not the exact same mash bill. They use the same barrels. Mash bill's slightly different on the 11 and the 12. But yeah, so we're looking at, if you guys haven't ever had one, it is in these 11 and 12s are the Infinity bottle, the Solera bottle, and the 81. 91. I keep saying 81. I think, 91. That's correct.
Yeah, which the 91 is like their flagship whiskey, I believe.
Yeah.
Or that's what's used in the flagship whiskey. Yep. I say flagship. I made that up. They don't call it flagship. But either way, yeah, we're going to compare the last year's to this year's and just see if there's any similarities whatsoever. I think consistently, I enjoyed the 10, enjoyed the 11. I enjoyed the complexity of the 11. And I'm interested to see what's going to go on with the 12 today.
Yeah, and for the 11, we actually got to go to the distillery, which was really neat, and for the launch party, which was awesome. They did a really great job putting that on. Wasn't able to make it for the 12. Hopefully we'll make it for the 13. If there is a 13. Hopefully there's a 13.
Yeah, I don't even know if there was one for the 12. I didn't.
There was one.
Okay.
There was one. We got an email.
Oh.
But we couldn't get
it. No reading emails. Who's got time for that?
No one.
Let's get into this 11 here.
All right.
Familiar nose, like corn for you guys at home, but no, I mean
I think we should just put corn across the top, like a scrolling thing, like you haven't seen the news.
What I meant is that once I smelt it, yes, it reminds me of the initial smell of the 11.
Yeah, I mean, I get a little bit of peach note on that. Just a little bit of a light, fruity note on the end as well. So I get a little peach. I kind of wanted to say grapeful. That's what
Grape. Yeah, I'm pulling grape too.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Yeah. Let's get in this taste.
Yeah, it's kind of light, but we can taste. Again, the complexity. It's like a sweet, licorice leather. In the best way possible. I believe I said something similar before. I should have watched the video to see what the heck I said. But that's what I mean about the complexity. Normally you hear those things strung together, you're not thinking it's going to be good. Yeah. But it works, and that's the art of blending.
What do you think about, like, I get a little marzipan, actually.
I would say it has a nutty quality compared with the sweetness of it. Sure. Yeah. I can see marzipan. I know this won't come up, but like wonderful legs. I mean, this is a sweet treat. I didn't even check. The colors are about the same. I would say this is probably a shade lighter.
Yeah, it's a scotch lighter.
So this is more of a rust, and that's more of an amber.
I will say, I wasn't a huge fan of the 11 at first, but it's been growing on me. Like every time I open it up and try it, I think once it's sat a little bit, I think it's grown on me a lot more. The 11 is so.
Yeah. I mean, I like it. I'm on my second bottle. I just delivered a bottle to our friend Phil. Again, sorry, Phil. He's on his third bottle. So now I'm just kind of excited to get into this 12.
That's right. Let's see what we got.
Definitely a brighter nose. This is more so faint. It could just be because it's been open.
Yeah, it's very deep and rich.
Touch more floral.
Yeah, but I pull the same similar nose. It's not exact, but like I agree with you. It's similar. It's not overwhelming. I think that's the best part about both the noses on this. There's no ethanol burn.
No, yeah, definitely.
And it's just it's very easy.
I'm not sure we said that. It's 100 proof.
Yeah.
The last two were 100 proof.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I just made up the 100 proof part, but the last two were 100. Yeah, 100 proof. So yeah, easy to drink.
Mm-hmm.
Very, I'm going to call it sociable.
Sociable. I like that.
But yeah, like I said, very similar nose. This one's just a touch more floral and not as faint as the other one. That just could be the age.
Okay, let's get into it.
Okay, so this has the same licorice note, but it doesn't quite work for me in the same way as in the 11. It's much more of a citrus licorice. No tobacco whatsoever on the back.
And see, I'm getting more of the leather. I'm getting more of the chocolate. I'm getting the deeper richness out of mine, for me, the way it's hitting my palate. So slightly different from what you're getting, but it's really good. I mean, they're both phenomenal, in my opinion.
Yeah, I would like... Hold on. I'll go with this. If I'm assuming, I haven't asked anyone, Tim, maybe next year we'll get a chance to talk about it.
Yep.
But I feel like this is just more so an evolution of the 11,
okay,
and not necessarily supposed to replicate the 11.
I agree. I think this one, 12.
11th. It's not 11, sorry.
I think 12 is deeper, richer, and I would say a little bit, it stands up a little bit more, and that could be, like we said, 11's a year old, it's been open. I think 11's easier to drink. I think 12 is definitely one that you sip more. I could drink the 11 a lot faster than I could the 12. Even though they're the same proof, it just doesn't feel like the same proof as we're going through it.
Yeah, the 12 does drink a touch hotter.
Yeah.
Now that you say that. And I do think that as far as complexity goes, it's more complex because it's asking your palate multiple questions. Do you like this? Is it sweet enough? Is it oily enough? How it goes across your palate, I think, is the point.
Yes.
But if we're just saying we're comparing, I think the 11th is better for comparison's sake. But I do get the evolution into the 12th, right? It's always going to taste different. It's always going to be different, mostly because of that infinity barrel.
Yeah.
Even though they're changing the mash bill components or percentages, I think that's where you get that little bit of magic or complexity can come in with the infinity barrel.
I agree. I mean, because you're not going to get much of a difference between the Solera and the 91 mixing those just by themselves. It's really that infinity blend that's coming in that's really impacting this in a different way. I'd also say that, if you haven't bought this and you want to, we're in Texas, we're in Dallas. In Dallas, you can get this. I mean, it's still on the shelves in a lot of stores. I would say go out and buy it because, like we've said before with this, it's a sub $60 bottle. So you can find them. Some places I've seen it as cheap as like $45, $48, and then some places I've seen it like $65. Anything under 70, in my opinion, is a good deal.
Yeah.
But we like the stuff they're doing in Chattanooga. If you've seen any of our other content, we say they really produce some great stuff. So if you haven't had a chance, go out and get some. Grab the single barrels. Single barrels are good. And yeah, I think that'll do it for us tonight. Whether you like it neat, on the rocks, or in a Coke, whiskey happens.
Cheers.
Cheers.